All right, let's get started. Oh, dog sensed that the stream was starting, so she immediately jumped on the chair. All right, so we're back with one last week for now of Duel Commander. Happy week before the grief ban to all legacy players who celebrate. Also, I guess happy week before the Nadu ban for all the modern players that want to get in on the celebration. But we're playing one more week of Duel Commander here before we dive deep back into Legacy next week. I will be streaming on Monday, next Monday, post-ban. I'll be going live pretty much as soon as Moto comes back up after the ban announcement, which is generally around like 2 p.m. Central Time. But I'll tweet out about that when it's happening. And then we'll go back to our regular cadence of, our regular Tuesday streams. Getting back into the legacy grind a little bit. I'll still play some Duel Commander here and there. I have really been having a lot of fun with this format, and I'm hoping that Daybreak decides to support this format with a little bit more competitive events, because right now it's just like the kind of smaller leagues, the 6-ticket entry or whatever, smaller payouts. I think they had some reservations on whether it was going to draw the casual Commander audience versus the competitive 1v1 audience, and it's very much felt like a competitive 1v1 format. So I'm hoping they support it with some better payout leagues. Maybe Duel Commander Challenge would be really sick, stuff like that. But we'll have to see where Daybreak goes with that in the future. For now, we're playing another League of Phelia. I just really love this deck. It is Duel Commander Death and Taxes. I've been doing really well with it, in addition to having a lot of fun with it. I have 3 trophies with it now. It has just felt very powerful. Has a lot of good things going for it. I was going to finally make some upgrades. I think I was going to end up doing something like this. I was in the middle of trying to brainstorm it. I want to see if anyone in chat had any genius suggestions while we were sitting here. I've been a little underwhelmed by these cards in particular. This deck is slick enough to make me consider reactivating my rental account. This deck is really sick, and if you obviously if you like Death and Taxes, I think you would get a kick out of this deck too. It's very good, in addition to being very fun for people that like this sort of play style. But I trophied sometime, I forget, with my 3rd trophy. I started to mention some of the cards that I had found lacking a little bit. I have these ones right here. I guess I'm surprised and not at Path of Exile. Path of Exile has fallen quite from grace in most formats. Legacy a little bit less so, but Duel Commander is a format where literally every deck will have multiple basic lands. Path of Exile's drawback is a pretty huge tax. Yeah, that's exactly my feeling, Lunel. It's pretty miserable to target a commander. It's fine to target most other things, obviously outside turn 1 mana dorks or whatever. But I have just not been impressed with it, because I think you want almost all of your removal spells to hit commanders very well, and it's just if you ever path a Tamio or a Yoshimaru, you just want to cry. On the other hand, this card's maybe secretly good. It might actually be awful, but I was a little curious about it. Really feels like Duel Commander is packed with 1-drop permanents. Just every deck curves out really, really low. Out of the top decks, it's just Mana Dork, a bunch of Mana Dorks out of the Slimefoot Squee deck. Tamio can always exile Tamio, specifically can exile flip Tamio, even if you find it later, is really nice. Exiles Yoshimaru. A little not Phelia has a bunch of 1-drops where you can target and not be upset about it. Stuff like Mother of Runes, Aether Vials. Skull Clamp is one of the most powerful cards in Duel Commander, I think. You can answer Skull Clamp really well. Tamio's that popular? Tamio is one of the best decks in the format, I think. I see it all the time. And I think part of that is probably it definitely gravitates to a certain type of player. Just you always have your 1-drop card advantage engine, and then you just play a bunch of counter spells and just sit back on them. Just really tickles the brain cells of those blue players. Okay, we can stop joking about the they're gonna do no changes. It's just not actually I don't know. It stopped being funny to me a month ago, I think. Just It's starting to be, gotten to the point where like this ban has taken so long that people have like gaslit themselves into thinking that like nothing's gonna happen, or oh, scam's actually fine, my scam matchup's actually good. And it's just like, I can't wait for Monday to roll around so those people can just stop fucking talking. It is long not been productive, and at some point it lost a lot of its comedic value of like, haha, what if they did no bans, right? Because like half the formats are in flames. But anyway, have not been super impressed with Path. Dark Seal Mutation has been also okay. These aura effects, like whatever it's called, the stupid one drop Swift reconfig, are obviously really really good to target commanders with because they get stuck in play a lot of the time. But I have, hey, no, don't jump on the computer monitor, you psychopath cat. But I have run into like a little bit of awkward tension where like this 01 indestructible thing is kind of annoying when you're attacking with Phelia multiple times. It's just like you don't get to stack up your damage. And like maybe that doesn't matter because if you're attacking with Phelia like 4 times and you're getting a bunch of ETBs, it just doesn't really matter if you're not dealing them damage. But I've just felt like maybe this would be better as like a different, as a separate removal spell at 2. And then Scarab Swarm just wasn't really, and Wandering Emperor, I haven't really been pulling their weight for 4. I haven't cast Emperor that often. I've had her in my hand a couple of times, but just like, she just doesn't really come up the way you want it to. And Scarab Swarm has been fine. It's a little weak versus Tamiyo, which I don't like. Both that Tamiyo doesn't put a lot of lands in the graveyards, and a bunch of 1/1s is really bad versus a flips Tamiyo. And I think for 4 mana, you could probably just get a little more a little more bang for your buck. So we're probably gonna try this. And at this point, with 7s plus Sand Scout plus, there's one other card that wants me to have fetch lands in my deck, right? Oh no, it's Scarab Swarm, which I'm cutting. So like maybe I'm supposed to play fetch lands. Now that I have like 7s plus Sand Scout, I can play like fetch lands. Like maybe like Samwise can go back in the deck or something like that. Not sure. Parting Gust is another card I'm kind of interested in. Just like flicker / removal spell, gives them a fish, but who cares? You can always kill the fish with Phelia if you don't have anything better to do, but also like doubles up as like a flicker effect, which is nice, especially if you're moving into like Beza and post-board games. Having more effects like Ephemerate, Parting Gust, Touch the Spirit Realm to cash in on more Beza triggers is really nice. In addition to just like all your other ETB creatures in the deck. So I think this is what I'm going to try. I need to go buy a Journey into Nowhere and a Parting Gust for the stream. But I'm probably going to attempt this. Was kind of ignoring chat briefly. Toby Beastie Befriender. Gonna try this in Phelia when I can. I don't know what this card does. Oh, this was, you relinked because the other link didn't work. Toby Beastie Befriender. Create a 4/4 white beast token with this creature can't attack or block alone as long as you control 4 more creature token. That's kind of sick. It's like, you know, it's situationally better, situationally worse Blade Splicer, right? I think this is pretty fine in a deck that's like playing Blade Splicer pretty happily. Just makes a bigger thing. It is good if you flicker it, then the beast tokens basically have no downside, right? Because they can just always attack together at that point. We're obviously a month out from Duskborn cards. But yeah, this card seems super reasonable to play in Phelia. Unexpectedly Absent is probably a trap. It's a little expensive, but I've been like fine with it. Cards that trade for commanders at better card parity. I guess that's not exactly true because they can always put it back in the command zone, but like, I'm trying. Is there a reason that this is better than just like white exile target permanent? I guess not. Well, I guess that's the upside, is that like it is just like white exile target commander sort of. In addition to like being helpful, scale up later, target other permanents. It's felt okay to me. I've cast it a couple of times and I haven't been like too unenthused about it. But even if like it puts it on the top of their deck, then you're getting the card advantage out of it, right? Because whenever you cast a removal spell on a commander, that's card disadvantage because they basically get the card back for free. But if they choose to put the commander on the top of their deck, then you're like essentially getting the card advantage parity off your removal spell. In regards to taking action, I mean, like, they didn't take action. Yeah, I mean, they very specifically talked about, like, they were right on the edge of taking action and decided not to. And while I think it was a stupid decision and a stupider decision to dig in their heels and not do any emergency bans for, like, Nadu or Grief, like, they've said what they've said, and they're not just, like, completely asleep at the wheel. They've just opted to make a bad decision. And I get that, like, I have lost a lot of faith in how they govern the BNR after, like, the past 2 months. It has been a PR nightmare. But I think, like, haha, no changes is just, like, it's not productive and it's, like, it's not realistic. Got a Legacy 2K on the 31st. Will you be updating your D&T lists by then after the banning? Yes. I will be playing updated D&T lists on Monday and Tuesday, almost certainly. On the 26th and 27th, I'll be taking some lists for a spin. Definitely won't be, like, locked in with what I think is the best, but my gut instinct is that mono-white or red-white gains a lot, and I'll definitely be trying those both before I go back to trying black-white. I think black-white's still probably pretty good. I think Emperor of Bones is just, like, a very, very powerful card that a lot of people have underrated. But I'm definitely interested in trying mono white or red white at the start of the next format. Ethical question: is using a removal spell on a commander tempo? Well, it's certainly not card advantage. I get it's kind of tempo if you think about it, right? If like unsummon is like, or like Vapor Snag is a classic tempo card, and every time you removal spell a commander, that's basically like bouncing it and adding attacks. Are you gonna abandon Duel Commander with the ban list updates? No, I'm definitely gonna play some more Duel Commander. I will always be primarily a Legacy player, but I do enjoy this format a lot. I talked about. I'll just do this trade while I'm like chatting. But like I used to play Duel Commander a bunch in college. There was like a Duel Commander circuit that like my LGS and a couple other LGSs around in like neighboring cities did, and we had like big competitions and stuff. It was really sweet. This was back in like 2014, 2015. But no, I just like really enjoy Duel Commander. It's a really fun format. But I will obviously play like a lot more Legacy. Bought 4 Emperor once I saw your tweet, not for TNT though. Sad. Understandable though. I think yeah, Emperor Bones is really good. I know Max was playing it in like the blue-black deck. There's like regular blue-black tempo stuff. What was the other card? I don't own a Journey to Nowhere. Are you doing the Mana Traders? No, I don't do any of the Mana Traders stuff. Those events are like nightmarishly bad EV unless you like actually have a Mana Traders account. And while I do love a good competition, it's just like not worth it. Alright, so let's try this. I've been really I do really like the O-ring style commander removal pieces in Phelia. They just have looked really good to me. We are already playing stuff like Ossification on Thin Ice, and just every time you target a commander, they just like have to put it back in the command zone so often, and then you get to like double up on your removal spell with Phelia. It just always feels really good. Maybe Journey into Nowhere is like not quite as good, but I'm willing to try it certainly. I think I'm gonna do this. Anything else getting hit in Legacy, you feel? It's tough to say. I hope so. But like I was talking about before, confidence in the Legacy BNR is at an all-time low at this point. But like I think after making us wait for 2 months that we deserve more than just okay, grief ban, go for it, whatever. We don't really care. I hope that they take a closer look at Legacy and like make some more informed decisions, especially considering like the only ban between like Monday and Eternal Weekend is like, I don't know, like mid-October or something maybe. And then if they're like, well, the frog decks are pretty good, but we gotta give them some more time to, figure out if anyone can beat them. And then we just get like Frog Hell Eternal Weekend, then it's just gonna be like really, really dull, and we'll retreat back to our dual commander corner. So I think that we deserve to get a bigger swing of the banhammer, and we get some like real like the like Oko Astrolabe Dreadhorde Arcanist ban levels of like foresight of like we took a deep dive into Legacy and we understand that not only is like this a broken card, but also there are these other cards underlying that like are fundamentally flawed and like going to be like obnoxious in Legacy going forward. Blah 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 blah. But I don't expect any of that to happen. I expect to just get grief banned. Just fuck off. Got a new tattoo on Friday with a frog. As a resident frog guy, I need your opinion on it. Did you like post it on Twitter or something? I am an expert in frog ratings. You did post a picture of it. Oh damn, that is a good frog. Can't believe Twitter didn't give me this. It didn't think that this was good enough for my timeline. Disrespectful on the Twitter algorithms part, really. That's a sick tattoo. I want to get a frog tattoo. Will at some point. Ooh, we got Yoshi. Oh. Really fucking tired of these hands with this deck. This is why I cut the Mishra's Factory and the Mutavault. I mean, it's only like 30 white sources in this deck, I think. I think I have like 10 colored sources. Or 10 colorless sources. So like, these hands aren't entirely uncommon, but like, ugh. This hand wouldn't even... If I'm against Yoshi, even with a white source in this hand, on the draw versus Yoshi, I don't think this hand's a keep anyway, so... Guess I'm not too broken up about it. Alright, this hand is... loose but better. Double removal spell. Unexpectedly absent on Yoshi's fine. It's a little... Yeah, it's fine, because you can just draw step it. I think we bought him a Ranger Captain here. We like removal spells. Blade Splicer gums up the board better than Ranger Captain does. We're probably going to go, like, absent Yoshi into Blade Splicer or maybe Council's Judgment. Could bought him a land on the draw, but I'm not a psychopath. Oh, nice. No turn 1 Yoshi. Nice. So good for me. Just turn 2... They gotta play like a 2-drop, right? There's no way they just go like Yoshi pass with Command Beacon. Oh my god. This is the best start. Oh, they got Shadow Spear. That's not bad for them, I guess. So now we just draw step. Absent. Do we draw step it? I guess there's no reason to draw step it, right? We just like let them invest. I'm used to draw stepping stuff because you want to hit like mana dorks, but no reason to. I will happily let them invest if they just want to like cast like a bad legendary to buff their Yoshi. No, that's a pretty good legendary. Nah, yeah, I want Council's Judgment this, or maybe even Blade Splicer. Because like unexpectedly absenting the squeeze, pretty bad. Is it greedy to Blade Splicer here? It feels really greedy. Yeah, because if they just have any removal spell, no. Well, this will be good when the Yoshi comes back, huh? They'll just cast like 3 mana Yoshi and pass the turn, and then we'll go Blade Splicer Isolate. Actually, it's probably worse than like Phelia Isolate, honestly. not 3-mana Yoshi. I don't love that. What is this? That's pretty bad for me, huh? Isolate. I'm kind of wishing it was a path to exile, huh? This Phelia attacks through my shit pretty well, huh? Oh, never mind. Isolate's great. Isolate's great, but this Phelia is still gonna fuck me up. Now what do we do? Like, I want to Blade Splicer for mana efficiency sake, but has Isolate been for you? Not. I literally just added it for this league because I was curious about it. I was like trying to find, like, I was going through 1-drop removal spells, and I was like, Isolate might actually be playable in this format. There's like so many 1-drop permanents, but like maybe it's too narrow. I'm not sure, but like it's really good versus like Yoshi and Tamio, which is something I was interested in. Lens plus Isolate also seems kind of like horseshit because the Lens doesn't do anything even next turn, right? I'd rather play Yoshi than Lens. I think I'm gonna go Yoshi plus Isolate. Because that lets me, like, if the Phelia untaps, I could potentially do, like, double Blade Splicer to lock down the board, something like that. I think I just really need to try to get Yoshimaru online. That's be like a really fucked up spell to cast before Phelia. That's not an incredibly fucked up spell. It's like kind of a fucked up spell though. This card does not make a lot of sense to me. Like, I guess it's like a goofy clue card, and that's like probably why the card's exiled upside it, like face down. But just like no other, all the other cards that like are like the red draw card, the old like Chandra pluses or outpost sieges, stuff like that. Why does this one exile the card face down? So bizarre to me. Switch reconfig. All right, hopefully they don't have a land. Creatures target player controls can't block this turn. This is I always get this mixed up. This is like new. This applies to new creatures as well, but like something like Sorin Solemn Visitor doesn't for some reason. We figured this out last time this came up. Sorin Solemn Visitor says until your next turn, creatures you control get +1/+1 in lifelink. But why? So why does Sorin's plus not give you creatures? Not give future creatures that you put into play +1/+0? But this says creatures I can't. Just creatures straight up can't block. I mean, I'll believe it. Oh, I'm at 5. That's probably pretty bad for me, huh? Sorin cares about the creature he sees. But why? It just says until your next turn, creatures you control get +1/+0. Oh, and gain lifelink. The creatures get. Yeah, and this just says you can't block. It's not, this doesn't say creatures target player controls can't block this turn or whatever. Okay, yeah, so it's something like that, I think. Alright, so this is the only way I win, right? Is like Solitude, like Phelia, then I can Solitude one thing, flicker it. So I can flicker it and get a better 2. What 2s do I have to cast that are like good here? I can Solitude one thing, but then I have to kill the others, which is the bad part. I don't really think I can. I could recruit Containment Priest and just flicker out one of these things, but then like I'm still dying to the... Wait, no, that doesn't... Any ones that help? Not really. Priest could block something. Yeah, but anything could block something. I could get like Thalia or something if I wanted to just I just need a chump block. The issue is that, like, I have to kill, like, both these things. I'll have a recruiter plus a 2-drop, potentially. Obviously getting Solitude once, attacking with Phelia, and triggering. So I could get, like, the 2-drop first, then attack with Phelia. I could get, like, Stoneforge Mystic for Jite. Then Solitude the Lelia. They draw an extra card here, but they're drawing an extra card regardless. Because then once they attack with Lelia, they draw the extra card. I could get Actually, maybe that's the play. Get Solitude, attack, pitch the Blade Splicer, just cast the Glimmer Lens, and then just go get a card to follow up next turn with the Recruiter after the Solitude. That's probably the play. So grab Solitude, then grab another thing that isn't a 2-drop. I guess I could, like, flicker down the Lelia, then Solitude, then play the 2-drop? No. Although, how are we beating this? I guess this is, it's this. There's only 4 damage, which we're technically still alive on. Just Skyclave, maybe? Might just be Skyclave Apparition. Solitude the Lelia, Skyclave the Headliner Scarlet. I guess at that point it's just Containment Priest, though, right? Containment Priest is cheaper. We have 5 mana, we can Containment Priest plus Blade Splicer and start killing things. Yeah. Oh no, we're gonna pitch the Blade Splicer here. But Containment Priest is still better. Good Palace Jailer if we're feeling really ballsy, huh? We have a decent chunk of blockers, right? They have 2 cards in hand. They can replay the Yoshi. We potentially get 2 Palace Jailers if we flicker it, which is much better than flickering Skyclave. If we get hit again, we end up dying anyway. Maybe it is Palace Jailer. Let's grab Palace Jailer. I'm taking too long on this decision. And then I've opted to kill the Lelia and hope I don't die. Can you believe there's no medium bowgun reveal for Monster Hunter? Yeah, so unlucky. I will simply hope that I'm not dead somehow. We're dead to a lot of things. Should we not have waited for them to equip the spear and the Solitude on their attack? That might, yeah, that was smarter. Cause I was focused in on Solituding, because I didn't want the Headliner Scarlet trigger, but then we decided to Solitude the Lelia, so there's no reason to fire it off then. Could have just fired it off in the beginning of combat step for sure. But they know I have the Solitude, so there's no way they're gonna, like, equip the Solitude to the Lelia or something. They're not that stupid. But, like, there's maybe a world that, like, no, I can't let them draw 2 cards. So, like, even if they equipped a Headliner Scarlet, I still have to Solitude the Lelia. Alright. Land doesn't kill me. If they equip here, I will probably just block, go to 2. 2 and 3 are probably pretty similar life totals against Yoshi. I can't imagine, like, the only burn spells in this deck would be just, like, actual Lightning Bolt and Flage. want to maintain as much like board as possible, and like yeah, and chain lightning. That would make sense. Things that deal 3 damage specifically. So like the difference between 3 and 2 is fairly minimal, and I want to just maintain a board presence. So I would just like block here, take 3, and eat the goblin token or something. Ghost Fire Slice. That's a pretty cool one. I was thinking about Null Elemental Blast. I don't think you can really afford that many colorless sources in Phelia, but I was like, Null Elemental Blast has a lot of good hits in this format. Maybe not a lot, but Phelia has enough. You can destroy Tamios. A lot of multicolored cards across a lot of decks. Then you play against like any monocolored deck and you look like a fool. But there's also just, like, no way you could cast it. This deck could, like, barely activate Eldrazi Displacer, and then I cut a bunch of the colorless sources to make the mana better. Is this just Yoshi? Oh, that's very bad for me. It's, like, a huge punish for getting... Oh, no, I guess not. We just Palace Jailer it. So I would say it's a huge punish for... Oh. This attack's terrible. Why would they make this attack? We just Palace Jailer both of them, though. Okay, this... I think I'm just gonna take 4, go to 1. I could... And then I just get to blink the Glimmer Lens instead. To make more blockers. Is 1 the same as 2? Probably not quite, but... Is there a reason that I would want to, like... absorb more damage and have less blockers, and then I could just like Jailer, Headliner, Scarlet, attack with Phelia, Jailer, the Loyal Apprentice, or whatever. No, because I have to block this anyway. So I'd a Jailer or a Goblin token, which is like nothing. I think I'd just rather flicker Glimmer Lens. Get more guys on board. So just block like this. Take 4, go to 1. Seems fine. Oh, or I just Jailer both of these things. Deal. I think we gotta attack with both and draw a card, right? We'll have 1 blocker back. They don't have that many things with haste, probably. We also want to just kill them, is the thing. Well, please don't deal me 1 damage. Oh no! Well, I mean, that deals me 3 damage, so... Nothing we really could have done to play around this one. I guess if we didn't attack with the Rebel token, we actually could have blocked, huh? Kind of funny. I don't think I'm playing around Eowyn with that my plan there, though. The crown is very brittle. Yeah, I mean, our life total was also very brittle. I think I felt pretty confident getting Palace Jailer there to try to either die or seal the deal. This hand's not bad. It's a little awkward that we can't actually kill Yoshimaru, but Skrelv into Phelia and, like, Drannith plus Invasion, these are all just, like, very good cards. One thing I have found awkward, maybe is a downside, maybe is just, like, a feature, not a bug of the format, is I find it often pretty hard to play around cards in Duel Commander because the format is just so... You know, you just... It's a 99 card singleton format, right? Like... Is anyone ever going to play around Eowyn at that position? It feels very hard to play around specific cards a lot of the time, just because your opponent could have, like, literally anything. For every card you're playing around, you're playing into, like, 3 other cards, right? So we can Mana Tithe here if they play, like, a really scary 2-drop, but I'd much rather cast Phelia and then untap and have, like, Invasion flickered, and then have Mana Tithe. Is it different to cube in that way? Maybe not. This is a pretty terrifying card. I think I want to Mana Tithe this. As much as I'm not happy about it. My complete lack of removal spells for the Yoshimaru makes me really want to counter that. Oh, right, I can't. I was like, block? Kind of forgot about that one. Good double spell. Sources Speed Yoshi, invasion them. That seems dumb. So Skrelv's really bad on defense, right? Yeah, Skrelv does not help me block things. It's like if they attack with this Yoshimaru. Oh. If they attack with this Yoshimaru, I'm kind of tempted to trade Phelia for it now. And then just like invasion plus Draenith. Is that insane? I feel like it's kind of not. I guess we could just get Phelia online, and we just flicker the Yoshimaru down the road. This turn, although the Phelia doesn't even attack into the Skyclave very well, right? They just would block it, and then I would get 1 flicker, and then I would get a 1/1 token out of the deal. Yeah, I think I'd rather trade it with Yoshimaru. Oh no! If only I hadn't put Phelia in the graveyard. Hate to see this dog-on-dog violence. Alright, what do they got here? Blood Moon doesn't seem very good. They have Draenith Magistrate too. That's really funny. I think I just have to take the Solitude, right? I take the Solitude and then play my Draenith Magistrate so they can't Solitude it. And then I cry and figure out what to do later. I get Blood Moon to 1 white source, but then they have to Draenith me next turn, because then otherwise I can cast my Phelia. And then I have a turn to figure out something. Yeah, we get infinite time because they have, like, no aggression here. They probably Draenith go, fetch Surveil land. Oh no, they could, like, fetch Samwise Draenith. So they could, like, Draenith go and hold up Samwise. It's probably a bit better. Sure. Or do it this all sorcery speed, that's also fine, I guess. Or not cast Samwise for your fetch land, just shock and then don't do anything. I guess. Confusing. I could Portable Hole the Draenith, and then cast 7's target nothing. That seems pretty bad. I could cast... I'm probably going to cast Luron target nothing. Maybe not. They have Blood Moon in hand, and I kind of want to kill the Blood Moon. I could Portable Hold the Draenith Magistrate, and then, like... I could cast Phelia off the Crystal Vein if I wanted to. Oh, and then we could 7's back the Crystal Vein? Get the permanent back? That might actually be the play, huh? Just Portable Hold this. Depends on what they do. I'll leave up the ability to cast Phelia if I really want to. Oh. Huh. Oh, I didn't update my list. Let me remind me to do that after this match. I'll put the updated Phelia list. This is fine. I can just cast Yoshi, I think. Go down to 3 lands. We can cast 7s for the 4th land or Laurent still. This is like completely fine. Then Phelia plus Portable Hulk gets online. Yeah. Could Tech Edge them and 7s back the Tech Edge. Blood Moon? Yep. We have Laurent for Blood Moon. It's a little awkward that I can't attack very profitably, huh? Or we could just ignore the Blood Moon. But I don't have anything better to do here. Like, I'm not... 7's back the Crystal Vein doesn't seem very good. I guess I could, like, Suicide in the Phelia. And then just 7's back the Phelia. Knowing their hand is exactly Samwise here. I could, like, attack with the Phelia, flicker the Portable Hole, get it killed to Skyclave or Samwise. Oh, no, because if they... I don't want them blocking with Skyclave and getting it back with Samwise. That sounds horrible for me. Let's just Laurent this turn, I think. You start drawing on their end step. Well, I don't really want them to draw cards, I don't think. I need to play faster. I always play slow when I start the stream. This could let me, like, Tech Edge, 7's back Tech Edge if I want to take that line. But I think I want them to, like, just sit there with this Samwise in hand. Yeah. Oh, they just get back the Blood Moon. But I don't care about the Blood Moon. This is fine. Now I can run the 7's back Phelia Gambit without fear of Samwising back the Skyclave. Because I don't actually give a shit about the Blood Moon. We have 2 basic planes now. Yeah, I mean, they might be wasting it, but they also just kind of want to use their mana, so it's not unreasonable. And, like, if I'm destroying it, maybe it's worthwhile enough that they want to undestroy it, right? I don't think so. Because I didn't really want to destroy it. I shouldn't have anything better to do with my mana. This 7's wreck looking pretty bad, but obviously this matchup is not indicative of every matchup. God, I don't know what any of these fucking cards do. Too bad. I could Tech Edge, 7's back Tech Edge, stuff like that. Do you think they would triple block Dranith? Oh, and then just... Wait, does that matter? What? Question is, what do I want to do now? Their last card in hand is Blood Moon, which I don't care about. If I attack with Phelia, it's going to get killed by probably Samwise. I flicker the Portable Hole, kill the Dranith Magistrate that I also don't really care about that much. But then I get back the Phelia anyway. I could just start activating Castle Ardenvale and not do any of this shit. Yeah, maybe I just don't do anything, huh? I guess I only get 1 activation of Castle Ardenvale. Because they're gonna cast Blood Moon next turn. Why are they... No, they're fetching another basic planes, sure. I feel like I'd almost want Surveil land at this point. I think I'm pretty favored here. I don't want, which means I don't want to be activating Laurent. Oust. Oust is neat. Oust the Animpakal. I need to play faster to actually win this game 3. Attack. Flicker, Portable Hole, trade with Samwise. Yeah, I think I want to. I'm gonna attack the Gobakon. They'll probably block with the Samwise. Yep. And now we just have a favorable board position. Oh, well, less favorable. Wonder if I have to give them the Draenith back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, I get something that doesn't do anything under Blood Moon. This Mother Room seems a lot scarier than the Draenith, right? If I attack again, flicker the portable hole, if they trade with Skyclave, we can just kick her or whatever flashback. I think I do just have to give them back the... Oh no, I can't, because this doesn't let me, fuck. This actually doesn't let me recast my thing. Recast my 7s. I could just let this die now? Forever? Fuck. I mean, put it back in the command zone. I think this is fine. I think I actually want Shefet doing something off chance I flicker this. Get this Blood Moon out of play, flicker the Loron or something. I'm rapidly burning through my clock for game 3 that I have to play. There's the Akim whatever. Lay down arms. Ooh, that actually seems really good here. I could have attacked there too. I was thinking about the Loron Vigilance being able to block a 1/1. This is fine. This costs 6, right? Yep. I should have attacked with the Draenith. Oopsie. Your flowering does nothing. Now they should die. Fumbled that a little bit a couple of times, but we're fine. It's a matchup that eventually I'll be curious on if, like... I've been a little... Like, I have not been high on this Beza outside of the Feldon matchup. Like, maybe there's a world where you could, like, board into Beza versus Yoshimaru. I don't think it's correct. It hasn't felt correct to me, but I haven't tried it enough. I'd have to test it a lot more. Alright, we gotta actually fucking play fast, huh? Sword Splashers, hand's great. Sword Splashers and Journey to Nowhere for Yoshi in the future. Doesn't seem like it's worth it. Yeah, I've felt it's... oh, actually, I will happily oust that Yoshi instead. I've felt like it has... It's been okay. It's very easy for a lot of cards to be okay in the format, though. But I think there is a decent chunk to be gained of, like, being able to be boarded in versus a deck like Feldon, which is statistically, like, the 5th most played deck in the format or something. They play another creature. Depending on how scary it is, I have to decide on Journey into Nowhere versus Phelia. Well, I guess that makes that decision for me. I would like to lay down arms this, I think, actually. Hold up Plow. And then Plow plus Phelia, or then untapping like Phelia or Blade Splicer. If they just Yoshi though, I kind of want to Journey. Thalia, Heretic, Cathar. That does make my Arden Veil come into play tapped, which is a little awkward. I want to be efficient on curve here. Maybe I just Blade Splicer into Flicker Wisp. Just kind of ignore the Phelia for now. Unless I draw like... if I draw another land, I might be able to like Phelia plus Journey or something. But this gums up the board better for like Jailer as well. No, this is just a Yoshi marker. We really want to draw land here. So we get like Journey plus Phelia. Journey Yoshi here would be nice. Maybe we just ignore the... maybe this is wrong. I think I can't afford to ignore the Yoshi for like one turn though. Although, yeah, no, they're just not allowed to hold up Plaza. If they're just like not doing anything. Ajani. That's kind of scary, honestly. Kind of want to Journey the Ajani instead. It would be nice to draw a land here. Baird gives them a soldier. Draw a land here would be really nice, so we could Journey the Yoshi plus play Phelia. Reprieve is bad. Oh, whoops! I'm allowed to attack with that Flicker Wisp. This thing can flip. Maybe that's scary. Takes them like a whole turn to flip it though, because they have to invest 3 mana in it. Certainly like to have a bigger board than this. Not even sending with the cat. I'm not allowed to block the cat. Crystal Vein is good. Definitely not allowed to play Jailer here yet, but lets me like reprieve a spell plus cast Phelia at least. When am I allowed to play Jailer? It's a little tough. Maybe I am allowed to Jailer next turn? I could Jailer the Ajani, attack with Phelia, flicker the Journey. The Phelia dies, but the Journey comes back and exiles another thing. I guess I'll reprieve this. It just cycles. God, I'm never gonna kill my opponent in 3 minutes like this. Let's just grab containment. Nope, that's things are gonna die. Stoneforge Mystic. Should have been attacking with this Flicker Wisp like 2 turns ago. Now we can just get GT hopefully, and we'll get like Giver online. Yep, that's fine. So they have Plaza up, notably. Something to pay attention to. This is 3 mana? Yes. They also have a Ganjo Castle up, I guess. For whatever that's worth. Two cards in hand. Kind of want to GTA down this Ajani because I'm terrified of it. Tick up file, get GTA, play GTA, equip GTA, flicker voice. I'm just wondering if I need to attack with Phelia or not. I don't think so. I could always like pro-white it, and then it just trades with the squee though, which is not exciting. If I don't pro-white it, they just block it with two things, and then it'll die. I flicker the journey hits the Yoshi again. But I'm not scared of the Yoshi yet. Could fill out the cat token. Yeah, and then the cat just kind of dies, right? Gives the Yoshi double strike, or makes a horse, or I guess some like loot. Just have 6 power first striker blockers though. Oh, they just want to loot. Just toss a soldier into the void. Their answer's bad cards, I guess. I think I might just swift reconfig the squee. Oh, this block seems heinous. I think I still might time out, but I think I'm still hitting the squee just so there's no red blockers. gonna deal 15 in a minute, but that's fine. Sometimes you time out, especially playing this format while streaming. Streaming this format is hell with the deck like this. This format is already super grindy. Pretty happy that like we got we played a solid match against Yoshi, a deck that I've been struggling with more so than like most other decks. The fuck is this? Solitude? Oh shoot. Yeah, I guess that's fine. I should make a token, but whatever. I'm already F6'd. What happened to my equip? Moto just ate my equip. Yeah, I'm gonna time out here, but that one's kind of annoying that it actually made me like actually kill her shit. Oh, I could have just swift reconfigured it. No, I couldn't have. Oh shit. Could have, if I had more than 2 seconds, could have also got rid of the Winota. All according to plan. Wait, what? What? They're at -4. What the hell is that, Moto? Moto, please. I feel like I can file for comp on this one, huh? Moto, they're literally dead. The hell is that? Easiest file for comp. Yeah, what the hell is that? They're literally at -4. I should at least get like the like matches good game it's a draw or whatever. When you hit 0 right as you kill them, why did it give them the win? Scan. All right, how do I file for comp? I always forget to fucking do this. Also, let me upload this list while we're doing that. Video footage, yeah. I thought I did it! I was so excited! I thought I actually killed them with my 2 seconds. Screenshot, yeah, I just got a Google file for comp moto or whatever. Video file for comp. Reimbursement. We get to file for comp together, chat. How to report an issue. If you experienced a bug during an event or requires request reimbursement, please log into our help site. Sign in. Oh, it's just my MTGO login. Man, I got so scammed. I actually killed someone with 2 seconds left the other day. It was so stressful. Yeah, I feel that. Alright, technical support? What do I want? Visit our help site. When doing so, you need to fill out the following field. Technical support. Report a bug. Taking screenshots and attaching files. Is this what I want? No, this is just how do I take a screenshot. Report a bug. Is report a bug filing for comp? I'm filing for comp via reporting a bug. Oh no, request reimbursement. It was right there. Request reimbursement. All right, we did it. To request the reimbursement of a purchase that... Oh wait, no, this is not what I want. I don't want reimbursement. I want compensation. Report a bug. God, this is confusing as fuck. Tomato. No, but like requesting reimbursement is like looked like reimbursement for a product that I bought, right? If you're unhappy with a Magic Online purchase, I guess I'm unhappy with the purchase of my Duel Commander League. Is that? I don't think that says anything in here though. Report a bug. Taking screen. Man, how chat? Who reports? I haven't requested or filed for comp in ages. File for comp off stream. Yeah, that's probably the play, huh? Contact support. If you experienced a bug during an event and would like to request reimbursement, please visit log to our help site. That's what. Okay, I do want to request reimbursement then. Aha, I found it. Okay. I would like to submit a reimbursement request. Type of event, league. Match event ID. Match number 2714718112. Wait. Event ID. Oh, matches begin with a 2 and are 9 digits. Very cool. Date today. Entry fee 6 tickets. Wait, no. It was like 60 play points. Type of issue. Connectivity issue, maybe? Other? We'll go with other. This is a lot of effort for what is functionally $6. Yes, it's the principle of things. The principle is what matters. Oh, maybe my screenshot should have the actual event information, huh? There we go. I feel scammed out of my loss, and I need to file for comp to make myself feel better. need to draw the entire stream to a screeching halt so I can do this. It's important. Where the fuck did I just save the file that I just saved? I'm so bad at this, guys. You have no idea. It is in pictures. That's what I fucking checked. Oh. I see the problem now. We did it. Now we can actually update Flick Slot. Scammed. We're gonna win our next 4 matches and then be scammed out of our trophy. And then I get to make a great I get to make a real equality salt tweet about it. Alright, Stream Decker is now updated with the current list, and I am putting the list on Flex Slot. Duel Commander. Alright, let's get this. Now that we're done bringing everything to a screeching halt, so I can get my $6. Oh, dang it. George didn't fix that bug. I thought he would have fixed the import bug by now. I'm sure he has better things to do. There's an extremely minor bug on Flex Slot right now, which is if you upload a commander, or I assume commander as well, but dual commander deck list. If you export it from MTGO, it exports differently in a way that it doesn't just put the commander in the sideboard. It puts it in its own like commander zone, right? This is called commander. This is not called sideboard. So whatever it does when you export the file, it does not upload onto some sites into the sideboard. It'll just upload 99 cards and no commander. Anyway. Alright. List is now on Flex Slot and Stream Decker for those people that were looking for it. But it's not terribly different than the previous lists we were playing. It's like 4 cards off of the list I trophied with and tweeted out sometime last week. When was I doing? I think I played it on Saturday. Anyway, thought that I never like really finished talking about, I guess, way back in that game 1 of like hard to play around cards in Duel Commander. And people said like, is that any different than Cube? And like, maybe it's not. Maybe I'm just being a little bitch about it. Like, again, maybe it is a feature, not a bug, but like, ooh, Phelia Mirror. Sounds great. I think I want to play Ocelot Pride. S% all on turn 1 doesn't seem super good in a Phelia Mirror. Ocelot Pride has potential to run away with games better. So, gotta be a little careful with our aura stuff in Phelia Mirrors, right? Oh man. So if I hold up Phelia and then they hold up Phelia, I guess I just plow their Phelia. But I don't have anything to give value. I'm not out of mine, which is kind of awkward. like another removal or another removal spell for Phelia at 1 mana. Name Phelia and then kill it, and my Phelia costs like 8,000 mana. Yeah. Yep. That's pretty unfortunate. And like I don't want to draw this because I know I need lands, so my Phelia is just like uncastable for the rest of the game now. That's pretty bad for me. Really wish I had cast Esper Sentinel on turn 1, huh? Mirror sounds awful. Yeah, I think it's probably a lot like a D&D mirror. Oh, hell yeah, they have the Sand Scout. Good for them. This card's sick. I have a thing about putting Curse of Silence in my deck, too. Yeah, we could Static Prison the Curse of Silence, that is true. These cards are a little spooky. Sand Scouts, hell yeah, I love Sand Scout. I think I'm fine. Don't need to like kill the Naughty God right now. We can just get a thing online at least. Do a little disrupting. Get a flyer down. Oh, those cards are pretty scary. Wow, Prison Realm. They really. This is some Tamiyo tech for sure. I'm definitely taking this fucking Katama Priest, though. That Katama Priest seems a lot more annoying. Although, there's a world where we get them to play Katama Priest and then we obliterate them with this Parallax Wave. And, like, the Katama Priest doesn't matter if we just keep the Phelia off the board forever. Although, I'm not taking this away. They might just cast it for 4 mana down the line, right? But they probably won't cast it until they, like, get an attack trigger off with Phelia. But then that's fine. If they flicker my thing and then try to Katama Priest me, then I just remove the thing. But all my removal sorcery speed. I'm gonna take the Katama Priest. I really just want to draw lands. I kind of just want to play like a. Oh fuck. This Skull Clamp's pretty good. Draw, huh? Oh, they just give me the card. That's good for me at least. They just like clamp their Benevolent Bodyguard, saves me a rule spell at least. This is. Curse makes their Phelia, does it? I assumed this would be not global, but it actually is, huh? Look at that. Wait, no. Spells of the chosen name enchanted player casts. That's not, yeah. I definitely assumed it would be one-sided. You take my Spellbinder? Sure. Scries 1 to the top. I guess it also scries on ETB, which is kind of neat. I kind of want to tech edge their quarry, but it's like so bad. But the quarry is kind of scary. Get back a. I guess it's not that scary. They get back a 4/4 vanilla bodyguard for a bunch of mana, and then all of my like exile spells just kill it forever. So I just kind of ignore it. 5 mana is a good turn to Static Prison the Curse plus like cast Phelia, or we could just get to 6 mana and cast it through the thing eventually. The problem is I don't have anything to do this turn. Play the Parallax Wave? That seems so bad. I really want them to commit Katama Priest, and then I Parallax Wave and just wreck their shit. Did I just say go? It seems so awful here. But, like, I don't have anything better to do. I could Static Prison the Curse this turn. I could Static Prison the Skull Clamp. Static Prison the Curse this turn, and just have 3 mana floating? Nah, I'll just pass. I think they'll probably just pass back. They have 2 different flash cards. Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, that's actually completely fine for me. I can just kill all their stuff. Well, they also have. It's gonna be hard to kill a little hard to kill all their stuff because they get the land here and get to cast Phelia. What's the best way to do this? Is it just static prison the Phelia? Oh, no, I can't. I have to save the plow for the Phelia. That's pretty awful. This is a fucking nightmare, huh? I think I static prison the Sand Scout on Thanice the Dungeoneer and attack. I need triple white this turn to actually kill everything that they have. So I can't Council's Judgment here either. Putting the Seasoned Dungeoneer under an Anthonice feels terrifying to me, but we gotta do what we gotta do, right? Just parrot it. I think Parallax Wave and Prey seems insane. Parallax Wave and Prey seems like insanely bad to me. Did I? Oh, I shouldn't have played the Dust Bowl. Wow, they have Touch as last card? That's also horrible for me. I think I might tech edge this Lazotep Quarry though, just so they can't Phelia plus make a like a 1-drop. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I still can't double spell next turn even if I don't blow up my tech edge, so next turn I can play the Parallax Wave out to deal with the Phelia and the Giver. Do I just go aggro? Am I able to go aggro? Do I scry for more answers? The problem is all their shit is flash. I guess I don't have to keep attacking now. But yeah, I think we just scry. I can't. I'm so far behind in clock, which is not good in this matchup. Spend too much time talking, not enough. Ooh. Hang on. We're kind of cooking here. I kind of want both these, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. So we draw Mother Runes this turn. And then we get to stash. We can White Plume and Parallax, and Judgment next turn potentially. If possible, I'd like to not get to more lands than them. But we killed the desert that matters. Now we stabilize with a much more sane-looking Parallax Wave. Do they Containment Priest here? I want to just leave the Containment Priest in play if they have it and just block with the Esper Sentinel. Oh, they Phelia, sure. Deciding whether or not they'd leave it under the Parallax Wave, sure. So they have 4 mana Containment Priest that we know about. There's a world that we can abuse that with this P-Wave. Do they attack here? Do I just block here? I think I just block with Esper Sentinel, honestly. I just don't want to waste a Parallax Wave counter. Although, shoot. That's pretty bad for me, huh? So I just killed my thing for no reason. Yeah. Did not consider 1 damage on 2 toughness creatures somehow. Just lost my guy. I'm sure that won't punish me. Sanctifier. Alright, that card does nothing. Council's Judgment. Maybe we Council's Judgment the Skull Clamp here, honestly. We could also just get Phelia online this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. We could finally cast Phelia. Skull Clamp seems pretty threatening, though. Maybe we just Skull... just kill this fucking Skull Clamp, huh? Also just get more creatures. Yeah, I'm down to just slam White Plume. Even like Parallaxer on White Plume, get a flicker out of it. They get Giver plus Phelia back. Oh, they're just dead? Hell yeah. It's a really confusing looking game. But the fact that they went for initiative when we had like 3 removal spells in our hand was our saving grace, certainly. Alright, I mean, our hand has 3 lands this time. Pretty good. As much as I would love to convert Razorgrass Ambush into a spell, depends a lot on how many lands we draw over the course of this game. Land go. Land Mom. I think we should give him a fish if that's the case. Mom seems pretty terrifying. Cast with gift. You can have a fish. Out of the kindness of my heart. Oh, fuck. Well, I'm not getting a fish. That's not good for me. Mom is a little bit more manageable in these sorts of mirrors than in traditional D&T though, because Phelia attacks can always like force a Mom activation. Can we recruit for anything helpful here though? Not really, right? Like obviously Solitude doesn't do a lot. We don't have like a walking ballistas type deal. Razorgrass Ambush doesn't kill things with the Mom. Just I don't think getting Phelia online helps at all. Recruit Containment Priest doesn't do anything. They just target my shit. Recruit my own Moms, not very good. Yeah, I don't really have a good plan here. I think it probably involves casting a Recruiter of the Guard just based on mana efficiency's sake, but like then we're just gonna get taken over by Phelia Blade Splicer. I could recruit a Containment Priest just to like hold off a Phelia for 1 turn. They just flicker my shit and I can't kill the Phelia. Doesn't seem very good for me. Just any of these plans. Stoneforge Mystic. We don't have any way of getting through the Mom yet, but maybe getting GTA is our best path to victory. I don't love it, but I guess we also have a first strike Golem. Potentially multiple first strike golems. Yeah, I think most of our paths here are pretty bad. Sure, name Stoneforge Mystic, I guess. Yeah. But it has like a lot of aggressive, like these sorts of effects. Curse of Silence, Disruptor Flute, which are generally like okay. Man, if I had like, it's like a really weird attack. If I just had any removal spell, I could punish pretty badly. I'm just not allowed to. I could sevens back my Recruiter and block. And then see if I can top deck a removal spell. That might actually be the play, given that my hand sucks. Just force activation. If we top deck removal spell, we're in business. If we don't, then we can still just sevens back Recruiter and be okay. Nope. No punishes. Get my own mom here? Does that do anything? It's probably better than most other Recruiter choices. We could force some like proactive mom activation where we block and they activate or something. We could potentially try to Razor Grass something. I don't know. Mostly just taking game action, so I have enough time for game 3s at this point. My opponent missed a land drop, which is good for me at least. So they're holding up Phelia. Very bad for me. Ooh. Lay down arms might be effective at some point here. I think we just invasion, or do we hold up Razor Grass plus Phelia? I think we just hold up Razor Grass plus Phelia here, honestly. And try to get a Razor Grass ambush into a lay down arms. Because they're going to cast Phelia and get like a Blade Splicer. Or not. Four mana. Palace Jailer. Sure. A little confused by this choice. They're taking Monarchy and trying to take over from there. Seems a little ambitious, huh? Just attack with nothing. This deck seems super overly aggressive. They just let it happen, sure. I feel like there should be a way out from here. There's like no way we can get this mom to tap, though. We could pro-white the Phelia, attack, flicker the Recruiter, and just grab like Solitude. We could then Solitude a thing, Solitude the, or we could lay down arm the mom, force the activation, Solitude the mom, and then cast Elite Spellbinder afterwards. So I guess we cast Elite Spellbinder before all of that, right? And we have 2 blockers, right? We'll have a Recruiter back. Oh no, because the Solitude comes back. I don't get the Solitude till that step. Shoot, hang on. Do we just lay down arm something else and hope they activate the mom? Step 1, I think, is always going to be Spellbinder. We could always just double Spellbinder them and trade Monarchy a couple of times. Armageddon, dear God. Parallax Wave also seems pretty bad for me at this stage, huh? Armageddon less so, so let's not deal with this Parallax Wave quite yet. If if I lay down arms here on attack, I think I lay down arms the Palace Jailer and see what they do. Yes, this is what I expected. So now we pro-white. Flicker our Recruiter of the Guard. Go get Solitude, pitch Invasion of Gobakon. I think that's better than pitching Stoneforge. Even 5-mana Stoneforge seems okay at this point, and Invasion just, like, really doesn't do anything, huh? Ooh, our own Parallax Wave. Seems like it could be pretty powerful. Well, I got nothing. They also have nothing because they just drew that land. If they attack, I will just block twice. Happily trade my board for theirs. Data Priest is like really fucked up, huh? We could just flicker out there. Although, no, we have to be worried about getting Phelia ourselves. So maybe we play Parallax Wave this turn and then Container Priest away all their shit afterwards. Unless they Parallax Wave us. In which case, I don't know. I just flicker nothing this turn, I guess. I guess I could flicker their clue token when I attack, huh? Sure. Kill your clue. I guess I should, like, let them block, right? There's no world that they ever do. If they double block, I could just eat one, but I shouldn't have eaten anything yet. Yeah, they also figured it out. So if they draw land, things maybe get awkward. I should just kill these. They're gonna attack, and I'm gonna... Okay, they're just dead. We did it! We've won the Phelia Mirror. Hell yeah. Also, I missed... sorry, Always Home. I missed your resub. I forget when that happened. But I appreciate the resub. My opponent was like... I don't... Those games all looked weird. Is Phelia tier 1 in this format? Hard to say what's tier 1 in this format. I think this format has gone pretty underexplored for a long time. It's been, like, very popular in France, obviously, but... Now that it's on Moto, I think a lot more eyes can be on it, and people are can be trying to break things. I have found Phelia to be extremely powerful. Ooh, Amalia. Interesting. This hand feels a little weak to me, but... Yeah, this 7's right keeps coming up and it keeps being, like, kind of not that good, huh? It's a little weak to me, but good enough to keep, probably. We can unexpectedly absent into, like, Phelia into Torch or something. We've also hit maybe a couple of bad matchups for it. Probably really good if you're playing against, like, Slimefoot and decks that are killing your stuff a lot. Oh. That's kind of ugly. We draw a different removal spell? Oh. Dual commander challenges when. I'm hoping they'll add them. Yeah, the problem here is if I unexpectedly absent this Mom, then they're just going to cast Mom on turn 2. The problem is if I don't unexpectedly absent this Mom, then they're going to cast Amalia on turn 2. And yeah, Mom's not like a Mandork where I can hit it in the draw step. I think we're just... Whoops. I'm not allowed to do that. There we go. I think I'm fine with this. Yeah, this 7's rec has not... Just... It being a 3-drop that it's really hard to cast on turn 3, where you really want to be able to curve Phelia into like a good 3 to flicker. Yeah. Tamiyo has looked very good. Ooh, they have a second. Okay, that's like not really a 1-drop. That's fine. Tamiyo is one of the best decks. I run into it a ton online. Alright. We have our own Mom here, which definitely helps. Did you ever put Winter Moon in? No. I haven't really been interested in Winter Moon. The matchups that I've struggled the most with are not Winter Moon matchups. The hardest matchups for me so far have been Tamiyo and Yoshimaru, and neither of those feel like matchups where I really want Winter Moon in my deck. But it's definitely a possibility if there's like more like 3-color control stuff floating around. There's more like Aragorn and stuff. Aragorn is supposedly the most popular deck like in paper, but have not seen it a lot. And obviously MH3 has changed a lot of things, but I have not seen a lot of Aragorn online as much as I have like Tamiyo. Go, doggo. Ooh. It's kind of a nice one, huh? Is it better than Glimmer Lensing here? Kind of. I kind of want to hit land drops. Restoration, play land, pro-white Phelia, attack with Phelia. Or attack with Phelia, then pro-white Phelia before blockers. Play another land. Could just get Glimmer Lens in for free next turn on the second chapter. We have the Reverent Mantra back this whole time, so like proactively using the Mom is pretty nice. Looking at recent 5-0s, Phelia, Tamiyo, and Aragorn seem popular. That does not surprise me. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I don't have to be scared of like some insane infinite combo, right? The only thing that combos with this card is Wild Growth Walker, which is just not in their colors. This is just like a pretty good value engine when you're gaining life, you're exploring, which is drawing, you know, some number of cards. Dragon list one. I've seen Dragon lists. They're less like mid-rangey dragons than I have expected. They're just like 5-color control decks that have like a couple of like giant like dragon endgame cards. Alright, well we've figured out our land drop situation for the next couple of turns, which is nice. We can even like flicker Restoration again, get another land, and get another Chapter 2 trigger if we want. Chapter 2 is nice here, because we just literally get a free Glimmer Lens. Snuff out. No thanks. I almost want the 7's Rec, assuming my shit's about to die, though. Like, 7's Rec is good if my opponent has, like, more Snuff out type stuff. I don't know. Glimmer Lens is probably good regardless. No, we already have we can flicker the Restoration all the time. Maybe we don't need the Glimmer Lens. Maybe we'll save Seven's Wreck just in case. Although it's just if they like follow up with like Plow or something, we just look really stupid, huh? Protection from black. It's 2 or less, right? Yeah. So this can just like put in tapped lands sometimes if we really want it to. Or we could just not flicker it. Flicker a torch, you know. Seems a little loose here against opposing active Mom, though. He might as well attack, right? Like, you're probably not blocking. Hey, kitty. Not the time. Drop a... Hey, kid. Nope. Alright, so this just, like, free ramps us. Might as well discard a plains. Get the plains back. She's getting into the bag. Three cards left, huh? I think I just don't activate Mom now. I think I just attack. If they want a double block to try to trade, then I can activate Mom, or I can just let it happen and cast Seven's Wreck. I think I just let them block if they want. I guess this is always free. Oh, well, nope. They've decided to let one of their things die. I think I'd rather kill the Mom here. Getting the Mom off the table is nice for eventually trying to torch them. Do I just pass priority back? I would be happy if everything died here. I just cast Seven's Wreck. Yeah. They'll activate the Mom, of course. There's no reason they wouldn't. Suppose they could technically give their thing indestructible, but... Now I think I'll bite the bullet and activate on my own thing. They're just gonna sack Plaza this turn? They just like spend their whole turn. This is completely fine with me. This attack was great. Unfortunately, it's not great enough where I can cast the torch this turn. But I guess we get to make a 1/1. Not all is lost. We got this Castle Ardenvale. Get to go hit more land drops. Seemed like an extremely good exchange for me. Ooh, Aztec Quarry. Always a big fan. Cycle Unearth deal. Sure. I feel like I should be afraid of some sort of like graveyard combo bullshit here. Really regretting discarding the Sevens, or exiling the Glimmer Lens over the Seven's Wreck. But I kind of expected them to, I don't know, interact with my shit more. So we could torch here. We could like double torch. We only have 2 creatures to their 3, but If we torch, we still have to deal with this mom. It's kind of awkward if we have to, like, play, like, give the initiative back, toss the initiative back and forth against an opponent who's, like, clearly not doing anything. But, like, I kind of don't want to keep flickering this restoration. I kind of want to get it flipped, but also... It just keeps giving me more lands, which is still fine. Yeah, we'll just keep... Yeah, just keep fucking sending. Hitting a bunch more land drops. Eventually we'll be able to, like, torch, hold up, activate castle. Sure. I'm like a little concerned that we're just gonna like walk into some sort of combo. We're just gonna get annihilated by some weird graveyard-y bullshit. But I don't know what to expect. I'm a little confused. I don't know what all they have over there. So we're basically just like casting Rampant Growth every turn, which is obviously not great when all we're drawing is lands. But eventually we'll draw not lands, right? Theoretically. Thoughtseize. Oh. Sure. There goes my torch plan, I guess. I can stop hemming and hawing over when I'm going to cast it, at least. Could probably start killing them with this Phelia, huh? Start actually, like, proactively using the mom to try to just fuck them up. Or just draw, like, Skull Clamp or something. That'd be nice. Or we just keep drawing lands. That's fine, too, I guess. So many. You'd think that every time we're just drawing 2 basic planes a turn, we'd eventually draw not basic planes, but that does not appear to be the case. We do have them dead in 2 turns, and we have infinite lands to recast the Phelia if it dies, so... Yeah. Guess we technically don't have them dead in 2 turns, because they could, like, sack a creature to make a food token to stay alive or whatever, but... Yeah, like that, I guess. I guess they are also seeing the writing on the wall that they're dead next turn if they don't. Oh, it also, like, gives them some value with Amalia, sure. They gain life, they get to trigger explore. Oh, they're a Luris deck. I didn't even see that. Oh, well, them drawing Bowmaster's a little inconvenient, huh? Oh, we can 7s back the mom, though. It's actually sick. A Luris. Like a Luris companion deck. I kind of wanted to try that at some point. We don't even have to 7s back the mom, though, because we just a Ganjo back the mom. Jesus. The 7s is so bad. I'd just be like on miles ahead in this game if I had just played the Glimmerland. I wasn't even thinking about that when I had the Restoration in play, huh? That I could have just got the mom back with the Restoration instead of the Reclamation. Nope, not Bowmastering. I'm scared. 5 mana? Don't hurt me. Oh, they milled the Bowmasters and they're going to Lazotep Quarry it back. That seems not that threatening. I can just kill it. No, I guess I can't kill it because they have a mom or whatever. have 2 colors of blockers, too. Unlucky. Maybe we'll draw a land first time in 4 turns, perhaps? You never know. Anything's possible. Do I attack with Phelia and just target the mom? So it has to protect itself? I guess no, it doesn't. And then they just let it flickered out, and they just target, like, pro-white the Bowmaster or whatever, double block, and I kill the Amalia or something. Which isn't that great for me. Phelia being a 6/6 is, like, pretty nice. I could always just wait till next turn when I have the mom online, I think. Maybe one day we will draw a spell. It's been 4 turns of me just having literal nothing. Mana. Pick up Luris. Sure. Luris does nothing besides Carrion Feeder right now. But obviously with Carrion Feeder they could, like, do other stuff or something. I don't know. Hey, a spell. Oh, wait, fuck. Not a very good spell to cast in his Bowmasters. If I attack, target the Bowmaster, they just pro-white the Bowmaster. But then if they double block, I kill the Amalia, because I put the Amalia in front. If I attack, I'm not flickering this Architect of Restoration either. Drawing cards doesn't do anything, right? It just, like... I guess, no, then they would activate they would, like, target the mom and then start targeting human soldiers. Or human tokens. The worst possible flicker target to draw. If I attack... Wait. If I attack... target the mom, then I just pro-white, right? Like, that's... Or pro-black, that's the play? Yeah, never mind. This is the choice. Flicker out their Mother of Runes, then I can just pro-black through these things. You might as well tap, right? Or they're thinking about pro-coloring one of their other creatures, I guess. Just protecting itself, plays around Containment Priest, protecting something else, like, kind of forces my hand a little bit better on whether or not I want to activate. Joke's on them, I'm always activating. So as it currently stands, we do... I guess technically we don't have lethal, right? Because they can do 2 food things this turn. Cauldron from there. Oh, well, it's kind of annoying. That's like that's really good here, but it's gonna be a little tricky for them to stay alive. obviously the Cauldron Familiar is not great at blocking through the Mother of Runes. Luris, cast the Cauldron Familiar. Sure. Don't know how exactly this is going to go down. Auto yield to this is going to get really old really fast. Should really auto yield to this one, huh? No, yeah, it just seems like they have like a bunch of like life gain stuff, just like value with Amalia. It's kind of a cool one though. So if I like send all, what happens? Send all, target the mom. They do gain 3 life because they get to like free block Luris. And I'm a little scared their engine's getting online faster than I can kill them because we have drawn nothing for 5 turns. First time in history I've flooded out with this deck. Giver is kind of nice, huh? They're gonna, because they get like so many Amalia triggers too. That I guess Amalia triggers don't draw cards besides lands though. It draws cards for Luris, right? But if I attack, target the mom again, they protect. I pro white or pro black the Phelia. It deals them 6, but they're not dead. Then we just play Giver and say go. I don't love this plan. I feel like they're going to gain too much life. Maybe they won't gain too much life. I'm not seeing a world where they gain like a bunch of life, right? They're not like repeatedly cycling this Cauldron Familiar in and out over and over and over again. I mean, they get like Case of the Uneaten, whatever. But again, they need to gain a decent chunk of life because I can represent 9 next turn even. Sack the Cauldron Familiar. Gain 3. Nope. Sack into the Cauldron Familiar. Sure. Guess I can pretty safely F6 and then yield until end step. Soul Warden. Sure. I'm not doing the math on whether they can gain enough life to stay alive. I'll figure that out once it comes back to my turn. Nice thing is that we might actually be able to like attack all minus the 2 runes and then like use the mom to punch through the Phelia and then use the other one to prevent life gain off of Luris and maybe deal a little bit of extra chip here. They want to draw the Soul Warden. Interesting. Kind of surprised it'll gain them enough life to matter. Oh, shoot. I was supposed to activate Castle Ardenvale in response to that. Whoops. I guess they were also supposed to do that in the opposite order, but... So... works out for me decently. So this Culture Familiar gains them 3, but that's it? They go to 5 and then they're dead? Oh, fuck's sake. Come on! They actually hit creature they can cast? Wait, no, they could. No, you know, they cast the case with this, so they couldn't cast nothing off of Flurus. But the Lunarch Veteran might put them out of range? Maybe not. No, it only puts them to 7? Six, 7, 8? Can't they suicide the Flurus? Oh, maybe. Or they can just fear it, right? Just can't even block it at all. Yeah, I think they're already out of range of me killing them, though, because now they have another, like, mono white blocker, too. So I'd have to use both things on the Phelia, and I can only deal 6. Animate dead? What are they even targeting? I'm so scared. Oh, they get the Sorin, and then the Sorin flips. Because they've gained at least 3 life this turn. And then they get to kill my Phelia, and then we're probably dead. Yeah. Feel like I could have won this game somewhere along the line. I'm not sure where, but Drake is pretty cool though. The problem is almost that there's so many 2-drop like life gain adjacent commanders that are kind of interesting. Like, is this deck better as a Sorin deck than an Amalia deck? Probably not, right? Amalia is kind of neat because it makes all your little life gain tidbits better. Sorin's like a little bit clunkier. Flash isn't banned. Is it? It might not be banned. I'm not confident in that. I will trump block. They banned Hulk and said, yeah, sure. And flash one of Atraxa in your deck or whatever. I think to gain another life because it flickers itself out and this is leaves the battlefield. Oh, that makes sense because it leaves the battlefield because otherwise it wouldn't trigger off disturb. Things dying. Then they kill the Phelia. Yeah, 7's Reclamation sucks. I definitely could have won the game if I had just flickered out, or if I had just pitched the 7s instead of my the stupid equipment on like turn 4. I feel pretty confident I can beat this deck though in post-board games. Not a lot of removal. We've seen like a pretty good chunk of their deck, and they actually like don't have a lot of removal spells. A little late to the party there, buddy. Maybe not. Probably yes. I think because I can only target these, right? Because there's some other runes in play. Yeah, alright. I'm actually, no, I'm not. I'm gonna take more game actions, actually. I guess I should have exiled the Witch's Oven instead of the case. Oh, and they sack it. That makes some sense. I could just use both and attack the Sorin down and kill it. Use both the things, but... Hey, our mayor, thanks for the follow, appreciated. A real slog, this game, but I think I might just be able to time them out for the match.
Are you winning?
Rapidly shifting gears to, Pro Black. Like, this return to the ranks probably just kills me, right? Zulaport, sack a bunch of things, deal me a bunch of damage or whatever, but that's their problem to figure out, not mine. They don't have that many creatures. I guess they can cast. They can cast the Carrion Feeder off the Luris, sack their board to the Carrion Feeder, and then like return to the ranks everything. They want the Zulaport in play too, though, right? To like sack everything the first time. Otherwise, sacking their board doesn't really do a lot. Yeah, I don't know. Again, let them figure it out and time them out for games 2 or 3. Honestly, I'm just gonna F6 if they have like a removal spell that, and I have to activate my mom. So be it. Oh yeah, that's. I guess that is a choice. You can just do that. I should have attacked, huh? Made a colorless token. Oopsie. Oh no, they could have given it Fear too. No, Fear I could still block it with a colorless token, I think. Fear is can't be blocked by black creatures or artifact creatures. Oh, or artifact creatures, so that wouldn't have worked. I believe. I'm not intimately familiar with the text on Fear. Now they just like set Cauldron Familiar and recast it or whatever, and they're fine. But yeah, we saw like a decent third of their deck, and they actually don't have a ton of removal spells. We saw the Snuff Out. They probably have like Plow, stuff like that. But they do look pretty focused on doing their own thing, which is I think in general good for me. Just spending so much time taking game actions that don't matter. There they go. There's no reason that I would want a different commander here. Yeah, this hand's great. Removal spell, like relevant 1-drop to flicker with Phelia, protection for Phelia. Lion Sash seems really good against them. Oh, fun. Don't really have a good answer to this Aether Vial right now. This might be like a double invasion of Gobakon angle, where I just want to like remove things to make it their Aether Vial worse. Not casting Amalia, so they have a removal spell maybe? How long are you streaming for? This is match 3, I think, so 2 more matches after this one ends. We will just... Reverent Mantra, pitching Flicker Wisp, I believe. I could double spell, huh? But both of my spells double spell suck. Let's take a look at what they got going on there. They have a mom. That would be kind of annoying. I guess I could always get rid of it with Phelia plus Ossification. Oh, God. Oh. Those seem like pretty good takes. I'll take that. We'll attack you. I'll flicker the invasion. Looks kind of fun, but all the decks look a bit mid-range soup. That's very true. It's a very, like, removal-dense, creature-heavy format. If that's not your cup of tea, then it's definitely, like, not the best. But they have banned a lot of, like, the pretty egregious combo cards. I have seen some combo decks that still are around. I saw, like, a cool Blex, green-black Storm deck before. Wow. Immediately draw the removal spells, unfortunate, but I'm probably still okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can Ossification plus Sash isn't great. But it's probably fine. I'd love to play Phelia this turn, but I really want to take the Amalia off the board with this 1/1 lifelinker going. Their hand is Hive of the Eye Tyrant. This Astrolabe actually coming in clutch here. I can just eat this Lunarch Veteran right now. Filter my white mana. So they currently can't do anything. I guess they could put they could take this to 3, put Lurrus in their hand, play tap land, and they have access to Lurrus if they want it, which is pretty, like, fine for them. Not great. Oh, okay. They just concede for time. Makes some amount of sense. Lion Sash seems like pretty rough for them if they don't hit the land drop there to Demonic Tutor for some answer. Are you winning, son? We're going to game 3 here. I feel pretty confident in the matchup. Their deck is cool though. I kind of like their deck. You could even like exchange commanders if you really wanted to. If like there's some weird matchups where like Sorin or something is better than Amalia. This hand's great. I think I'm fairly incentivized to Portable Hull a 1-drop creature. Yeah, that's a pretty good one too. That's a nice one to have too as well, but I can always just trade out their creature for the Amalia later if I like want to like Phelia the Portable Hull. Then I have to attack into an Amalia though, which is like kind of unenticing. We'll probably just try to kill it with Council's Judgment and stuff instead. These Beam Down Bullies just give opponent leveler. Oh yeah, I've seen that deck. It does look very funny. Cast Amalia. Sounds good. Oh, cast Auriok Champion. Sure. I have to remember to cast Phelia in response to Amalia, so they gain less life. But I want to still definitely cast Phelia this turn over doing anything else. They still get obviously 1 Explore trigger here, if that's what they choose to do. Thoughtseize is pretty good for them. Let me take my Council's Judgment. I give them so many Explores if I like play Blade Splicer and Flicker Blade Splicer. It'd be such a disaster. Yeah. not even. They're just gonna like hold up a removal spell for Phelia. I don't give a shit. Kill the Phelia. That's fine. I'm pretty happy they're not casting Amalia here. Give me a chance to get to this Palace Jailer. What do they have? They still haven't cast removal spell? I mean, I'll Blade Splicer and Flicker Blade Splicer and see how that goes. All this when they don't have an Amalia in play is definitely nicer. Orcish Bowmaster, sure, yeah. Oh, actually, Orcish Bowmaster's nasty. Because now they can kill the Blade Splicer and block the Phelia. Dang, they got me pretty good. Still have to double block, though. If they just play Amalia now, we could just... Jailer? We have 2 creatures for their 1, hopefully. We'll see. There's Amalia. Trigger Explorer. See the Zulaport. Mill Zulaport, sure. Now don't play a 1-drop. Wow, that's rather unfortunate. That's really unfortunate, jeez. That's nasty. They get 2 more ETB triggers. Yeesh, what the hell do I do now? I think I honestly like place. I can't even hold up a Ganjo. If they play like any creature, that Amalia has a good chance of getting out of. I guess we can block plus a Ganjo range. It's like very dangerous to play Jailer here. I guess we'll exile Zulaport. They haven't bought Lurrus yet. Yeah, I mean they bought Lurrus game 1. But yeah, their deck is cool. All the like Soul Sisters plus Amalia, like Soul Sister into of which there are like a lot of things you can play on turn 1 that trigger your Amalia on turn 2. Wasn't even thinking about it in game 1 because we saw almost none of them. And there's like the 2 Soul Sisters, Guide of Souls, the case that we saw, plenty of 1-drops with lifelink. Hopefully they can't make a creature at instant speed here. Just recast Amalia, maybe? Yep. They leave Marionette thing on top, sure. Swift reconfig is not that nice. All of these have like pretty nasty ETBs, or not ETBs, but like triggers that let them stay in play, right? But like it could potentially get the Somalia away from me, from like murdering me for the next 2 minutes. just have like a sack outlet. We just fucking die, huh? And they get a lot of digs towards the sack outlet. Sacred Cat, sure. They can bomb it immediately, too, without giving me priority for Soul Guide. Yep. I think my plan is to swift reconfig this Amalia to stay alive. Interesting choice of attacks. Guess this Jailer's just uncastable anyway. Oh, I should have cast Phelia and blocked the Orc Army too, fuck. Oops. Would have been really nice here. Then we would actually, like, have potentially broken parity on board states. Well, that's terrifying. They found a sack outlet. And they snuff out, okay. I guess I Jailer a token. Stay a little bit more alive here, huh? Versus this thing, because if I Jailer this Apprentice, they can just attack all, and then... I guess then I kill two things, but then the Jailer comes back. The Apprentice comes back. Although, if they, like, attack all... The Apprentice gives them triggers. Could also White Plume and prevent getting Hive of the Eye Tyranted. One... We know they have Arid Mesas. They have 1, 2, 3, 4. So they could... Yeah, maybe the play is White Plume plus hold up Tech Edge. To not die to Hive of the Eye Tyrant. Are we just dead to attack all plus Bartolome at that point? Block, block. Take 1, 2, go to 9. 8, 7, 6, 5. No, I don't think we're dead that turn. There's Bartolome. There's Arid Mesa. This could be like Luris. Then they can't cast anything? Just activate Hive? I hope so. They're just gonna time out, I think. Yep, this is just activate Hive. They're just gonna time out. We should be fine. Yeah. Jeez, that deck was cool. I really like that. Just like black white life gain stuff, graveyard stuff. I've thought about a couple of different variants of this deck, but for some reason Amalia never crossed my mind as like the Luris companion. I thought about like a Sorin Luris deck and a God, what's his name? There's some like commander card that's good with a Soul Sister, but he just like gets really big. Some Ghost Council guy. It's like 2 mana, and whenever you gain life, he gets 2 counters or something. But Amalia just seems way better than that guy. Because Amalia actually gives you value and also gets big. And also, you know, has a cool ward cost at least that pressures opponents that have a bunch of removal spells. Karlov, yeah. Ooh, I've played against this Marchesa deck before. I like my matchup. I don't like my Isolate, but this hand's fine. Marchesa is exactly what you'd expect it to be. It's just like Grixis mono removal spells. We just want to hit third land, and we'd play White Plume, and we're sitting pretty. I imagine they're just going to kill my turn one giver. This deck does have a couple of cards you do want to target with Isolate, though, like seeing a Scrappling Claws, Relic of Progenitus stuff. That combos with your Marchesa. Yep. I think I'm... Let's draw a land. Shit. I think we just bank on drawing a land next turn. And I think we don't play around Counterspell here, because if they counter the Phelia... Our plan is to try to get them to counter Phelia into untap play White Plume. Like, obviously, we could cast a Phelia Sorcery Speed here. I usually do that against, like, Tameo and stuff. But against a deck that has removal plus counters, the dance is a lot more awkward. That's for sure. But ideally, they will not have an answer to both Phelia and White Plume. Well, I guess they're not incentivized to kill the Phelia until I put something in play that I could flicker. Ooh. Now what do I do, though? If I cast White Plume, they can just counter it. If I cast Labe, they just kill the Phelia? I can just, like, Labe plus Sash here. I could Labe plus hold up a Ganjo Castle. It's kind of funny that there's a Shields down moment on. I think we're just going to Labe here, actually. We'll try to weave in White Plume in future turns. Maybe that's wrong. Oh. Nothing's happening to me. I kind of expected something to happen. Huh. I think I cast Sash here. Did it have a counter spell? No, nothing. What do they have? This deck is like nothing but lands and removal spells and counter spells, and they didn't do any of that. Hopefully this board state is enough that gets them to commit something a little bit more proactively, and we just get to Windmill Slam White Plume here. Yeah. Yeah, perfect. That's what we want. Why do I have any order of my graveyard? It's a little suspicious. It means they have a card that cares about the order of my graveyard? Is that how that works? Alright. Yes, no Force of Will. Hell yeah. I think I'm going to hold up Ephemerate rather than just cast it. They have Phyrexian Furnace for... Oh, okay, that makes sense, yeah. I couldn't remember all of the stupid little doodads that... artifacts that combo with Marchesa. I only thought about Scrabbling Claws and Relic of Progenitus. One-drop removal spell? Guess they don't have to cast it now, huh? And play around Ephemerate specifically. Or they just force me to do initiative shit first. Eh, we'll Forge. I want to kill them. We're the aggressor here. Or maybe they just like don't have anything. Kind of wanted to hit a land, so I could like play Glimmer Lens plus hold up. I guess we couldn't. I think we'll hold up Reprieve plus Ephemerate is good enough. Plus untapping my White Plume. As much as I would love to commit a second thing to play. Okay, they just die. We did it! All according to plan. We cast White Plume Adventurer against the control deck, and then they died. This is a matchup where, like, you maybe want Thalia over Phelia, because they just have, like, such a high density of interaction that it's hard to get the Phelia triggers off, and, like, Thalia disrupts their removal spells a little bit better. But I have found that Phelia is, like, pretty nice versus these blue decks that tend to have a decent amount of counter magic, just being able to, like, flash in a threat, untap. Just, it plays a little nicer against counter spells, right? You present a threat on their end step and then untap and you can present a second threat and it's harder for them to answer everything. So it felt versus like Tameo. Versus a deck like Marchesa where they might have a lot more removal than counters. The math is definitely off. This hand seems okay. Again, another hand that definitely wants to hit land drops. I almost want the 41st land in this deck. Feels like most of my games, except for that one against Amalia, a lot more of my games is just like you miss your land drops versus you flood out with this deck. Maybe I'll play Fetches and play a Tithe as the 41st land. I'll cast Soul Guide. Our mana's pretty tied up. And we might be able to, like, fuck up a Snapcaster or something down the line, or just cycle it. Really want to hit land drops. Probably Stoneforge for, probably nothing, because it's probably going to get countered, but... Oh, shit. Maybe we just let Phelia bite it this turn, huh? I don't want to just, like, play into a 2-drop when they just pass with 2 mana. They can obviously just fetch another Surveil land. They're kind of okay. What do you got? Marchesa? Interesting. I will cast Phelia in response in case they want to, like, force or daze it. I guess no, they have to pay a mana to commit their crime. Oh, we had a land drop at least. Unfortunately, we can't double spell this turn anyway. So I think I will just journey this. Leave it under. They have bounce spell. Maybe I should have unexpectedly absented it. I kind of wanted to cycle my Soul Guide this turn so I could hit more land drops. I can only put the Marchesa under, like, 1 card anyway. It's worse against Daze. They probably would have dazed the Phelia. Sure. be wary of attacking, because this thing is a 3/4. I can always hold up unexpectedly absent, but then I don't get value out of attacking. It's a tough life. Oh, I forgot to cycle my soul guide. Fuck. All that planning. I think I just go to combat here again. I think I'll send it. They have a bounce spell. We can unexpectedly absent. If they don't, then we just cast Thraben Inspector, honestly, I'm fine with. Doesn't commit too much to the board. If they have counter, they have counter. If they have removal spell, we get to like cycle the. We get to crack the clue token, try to hit more land drops, get to this season dungeoneer portion of the game. I'm a little bit threatened by them not doing anything here. If they have like bounce ball and Marchesa, then they get to like pop off kind of. And get like sleight of hand once or something. I guess I should sorcery speed crack, huh? In case I draw land. I'm not casting any of these. There we go. This turn, hopefully remember to cycle. They're gonna get something. Tainted Pact. They just elected to draw Flooded Strand. I feel like they didn't mean to do that. I think they might have not known how the Tainted Pact interface works, but I'm not positive. Maybe they just really wanted to hit a land drop. But for some reason I doubt it. Maybe they did though. Maybe they're gonna cast this some messed up 5-mana spell. What are they? Red, red, red? I'm terrified. Oh, just Fury. That's fine. Kill my Phelia, I guess. Let's draw a card. We can top deck the protection spell. No, wrong protection spell. Fury is not one I'm interested in absenting, though, awkwardly enough. We could just spend this turn Stoneforge for, Torch plus Blade Splicer. Blade Splicer helps block the Fury at least a little bit. We do have Ephemerate. We could, like, Dungeoneer hold up Ephemerate, but I don't love that in terms of trying to block this and in the face of like counter spells. I think I'll just go for Stoneforge plus Splicer. I like that Stoneforge forces some action. Okay, Clamp. Clamp better than Torch here? We already have access to the initiative. Clamp's like a really fucked up magic card, huh? I feel like it's probably correct to just clamp it up. Clamp introduces less variance into the game of, like, there's a chance that they can piece together a combination of counterspells and removals and this Fury to, like, steal the initiative and run away with the game, versus if I just, like, draw support cards off Skull Clamp, I'm probably gonna win. If they attack, I just take 6. If I block with the Golem, there's a good chance they could just kill the Blade Splicer and just eat the Golem token for no reason. Next turn, we can, like, Skull Clamp. We can maybe even put Skull Clamp in off Stoneforge if I want to play our encounters, and then try to equip the Blade Splicer. If they try to kill Blade Splicer, we can Ephemerate it. Feeling pretty good. Their deck has felt less interaction-y than I expected. I expected just like a bunch of very cheap, like 1 and 2 mana removal spells and counter spells. And just like value stuff off of Marchesa. When did I see this volcanic? Oh, from the Lorien. Attack. Yeah, sure. I'll take 6. That's a little terrifying. Demonic Tutor for Wrath? Wrath kills the Fury and we just get to play Dungeoneer? Like, they could Demonic Tutor for like just deal 3 everything. That kills the Fury, which is nice. They didn't tap for red. Yep. Now we just slam Dungeoneer. And then we will cast Skull Clamp and extremely conspicuously not equip it, I guess. I wonder if equipping it's better than holding up Ephemerate, honestly. It might be. The only way they deal with Dungeoneer is by killing it. They don't have like, they're not like a plow deck. We just draw 2 cards, Ephemerate something else later. Versus if they'd like a kill spell plus counter spell or something. Yeah, like this. And we're still probably fine. We have like Razorgrass Ambush for the Fury, stuff like that. I didn't realize. Oh, I didn't realize they were 5 life because they were just a 10. Duh. No, I guess flicker them ephemerating their Fury doesn't actually do anything, but it would have been really funny if it did. But we're just gonna unexpectedly absent this Fury. If they cast my Ephemerate, do I get rebound? Not that it matters. Ephemerate exit into the exile zone. I think I do get rebound. But I don't have any things to rebound, so it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna go Forge just so they die. Oh wait, actually, hang on. If I go, I should have done this with the initiative trigger on the stack. If they have a counter spell for my Forge, I can't actually Razorgrass Ambush because Forge has to target the Fury. So like if I go Forge and then unexpectedly absent it, and then they counterspell my unexpected absent, then I just actually get fucked. So now I have to go Lost Well. I mean, I'm probably winning this game regardless, so I'll just do the safe play. Oh, fuck yeah, Lazotep Quarry. I'll draw that. I didn't actually check if there's anything good to Lazotep Quarry, but I imagine it's great. If I had gone to Forge and drawn Lazotep Quarry, we could just get back Dungeoneer, I think. 6 mana? Yeah. Get back Dungeoneer and kill them. How many cards do I want to put this thing under? At least 1. And then I can quarry for a 1-drop, so I can quarry for a 4/4 Inspector if this resolves. It's probably good enough. Inspector sets up lethal with Skull Clamp. Their top card is Fury currently, so if they like draw spell into Fury, Again, it gets a little awkward. Maybe I should have put it under a little bit more. Okay, no, they're just dead. We did it! Alright, let's do a giveaway, huh?
Are you done?
No, we got one more match.
One more match?
One whole more match.
Oh my god.
Let's do a giveaway first, though. We got some play points somewhere in one of these tabs. This is the 3rd week of August, right? 3rd Tuesday of August, yes. And then we'll do another giveaway on Monday to celebrate Grief getting banned, and then we'll do our final giveaway on our regular 4th Thursday stream. Alright, exclamation point giveaway, ban Grief. Grief sucks. Type ban Grief in the chat to get your 120 play points potential. Oh no, we're gonna 4-1 after that loss round 1. Yeah, I get to make like the best tweet about it though. Get to be really salty about it, and then everyone gets to say, "Hey, maybe you shouldn't have timed out, idiot. Skill issue. Play faster." And then I get to say, "Yeah, you're probably right." Shout out to Daybreak Games for supplying me with these codes.
Who said grief love? That's just rude.
Grief love? Shut the fuck up, Matt. Sleep with one eye open tonight. Complete equity. Yeah, complete equity are arguably better than the trophy. Actually a skill. Yes, it is. It is in fact a skill issue. I could have just played like 2 seconds faster, and then I wouldn't have like had a weird glitch where I got timed out even though my opponent was dead. I'm a slow moto player. How to use this client? I mean, part of it is that Duel Commander games are super grindy. Duel Commander games take a long time. I've heard that as like a common complaint of the format. I don't know if that's a solvable issue either. It's just kind of how the format is structured. What are we going to type after Grief gets banned? There's also...
Unban. Unban.
I didn't actually put... let me fix the... It's my old title. Giveaway type ban Grief in chat. Seeing I'm playing light pods, I think it's just me. Oh yeah, I mean if you're timing out with light pods, you gotta figure out how your stops work. That's the big thing. Like F6ing a lot when you don't have anything. The problem is they banned all the combo cards. Is that the problem, or is that the design intention? I mean, there's still combo decks that exist. Like there's, I think one of the like the best things you can do is like play like a control deck that also has Tainted Pact and Vamp and Demonic Consultation for like Jace. I've seen decks that do that in like blue black red, blue black white. But like Thassa's Oracle makes it like way too good, so it's understandably banned. I also just like it because I don't like Thassa's Oracle, so living the dream playing my stupid grindy creatures format. Play Glarb. Glarb would probably be like a Jace Tainted Pact Demonic Consultation deck. And then just like value control stuff. On Monday, we'll probably just type like Grief banned or just like, yeah, fuck Grief, something like that in chat. Yeah, Pact, Consultation, Doomsday, Gush, yeah, like there are definitely like combo decks out there. I've seen them, but it is a little strange to me that like every time Warp is banned, I have not dug into the history of the format to figure out why that is the case. But just like every 5-mana Time Walk being banned is like kind of funny to me. Feels like there's got to be like more broken cards out there, but they do have like if you go on their website, they have like a history of like why all these ban decisions were made. I just haven't like read through it.
Why are you wearing headphones?
Because the headphones were plugged in.
What?
It's in order to hear the computer's audio.
But you're not listening to anything.
I'm listening to the moto sounds. Maybe I'm listening to a different stream while I'm streaming. You guys don't know. You guys can't see my second monitor. More set cards like Entomb, Fastbond, Druid, Channel, Necrotic, blah, 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 blah. Scapeshift's banned? I guess that makes sense. That card's pretty fucked up. I think most of those cards are pretty understandably banned. I used to play a Necrotic Ooze deck. Back when it wasn't banned. I played a Mono Black Sidisi Buried Alive combo deck. For a while, JVP and Click were really good with those bans, as well as High Tide, which was brought back recently. Yeah, I mean, I could see the Time Warps getting unbanned at that point then, I think. Right? Maybe the Time Warps are, like, too good in, like, Tamiyo now, where you just, like, turbo flip your Tamiyo, and you just get to, like, plus cast Time Warp, plus cast Time Warp, like, ult, draw half your deck, game. I don't know if that's too good, because that does cost 5 mana, but that deck also is just, like, 100 counter spells. I don't know. Jace is better with Time Warp than Tamiyo, probably, right? But yeah, Escape Shift would be like 1 mana, like, or 1 card win the game, like, very cheap, relatively speaking. Seems like pretty messed up. In a game that goes long, pretty long, Escape Shift that just like gets like Valakut and just murders your opponent or whatever. If you're playing red and green, seems fairly unreasonable to me. I think my Luanil built, I think, like a Spirit of Windgrace or whatever that creature is. I think someone suggested that he put Escape Shift in it, and we just didn't know it was banned. I'm sure he would have figured that out. All right, let's end this giveaway. Giveaway. Winner is Mr. Asiago. Once again, not Aishinine, thank the Lord. Mr. Asiago, whoa, that is you. All right. I will send you your code. Let me know if it works later. I have yet to have any of these codes not work on me. But sometimes I mess up. Sometimes the codes are bad. And Daybreak messes up. Who knows? Enjoy your 120 play points. 2 dual commander leagues. Or, you know, like any other league plus 20 play points. Let's play our trophy match here. It worked, hell yeah. Enjoy. But yeah, I can understand a lot of those cards, like Necrotic Ooze, especially cards like Channel, Hermit Druid. Like, Hermit Druid's just, like, so fucked up and free to play as, like, a combo enabler. You play 2/5 of a challenge? Sure, yeah. The possibilities are endless, truly. You could play, like, I don't know how much a draft costs. You'd, like, do a vintage cube or something? I don't know.
Alright, how fast are you gonna win this one?
Probably pretty slow. This format's extremely slow.
God.
Oh, wait, I gotta retweet your tweet, though. I gotta retweet the grief.
It's 11 p.m.
Yeah.
I did the alien reference.
You gave grief a gun.
It's the gun Rain uses in the movie. I think it's recognizable from the trailer, but
They're just scared of having combo decks be good. I think that's, yes. I think it's pretty clear based on the bans that they don't like combo decks. But, like, is Channel a super cool combo card, or does it just, like, randomly kill people on turn 2 and you cast Eldrazi or whatever? Chatterfang, huh? This is probably green-black sacrifice stuff. Lion Sash, pretty nice. Static Prison, not that nice, but seems okay. Like, when you say Channel is a super cool combo card, what are you envisioning a Channel doing that's cool? Yeah, looks like graveyardy stuff. Turn on Emrakul. Yeah, exactly. Right? Like, that's not what people are gonna... They're not gonna do anything else with Channel. They're just gonna fucking kill you. Casting Paradox. Yeah, like, so many of these are just like, and then you die, right? I think Channel was a very bad example if you wanted to say some combo cards are cool and they should keep them unbanned. I think I might static prison that one. Attack. Come on, attack, attack. Damn it. They saw the line. Maybe I don't static prison that one. It's really bad for my mana curve. And I can just deal with it later. I can just like get 2 blade splicers here. A little better for my mana curve now, because I have like Labe plus Static Prison, Flicker the Labe. But I kind of just want to just fucking kill them. Spirit Blossom's not that threatening. I can always Static Prison it later. They did just unban Polymorph, which is probably unplayable, but that's a combo card. Yeah, I was wondering why Polymorph... I guess that makes sense. I used to play against George Jabor Jabber. He used to play Vendilion Click in Duel Commander when I played Sidisi Buried Alive. And it was just Vendilion Click, 0 creature, like 1 creature, and it was Emrakul. I think we're just gonna beat down my opponent here. Just make a bunch of dudes. Static Prison something. Reverent Mantra for lethal at some point. Or protect.
What do you want, cat?
Shatterfang? Toxic Deluge. Huh. One's pretty bad for me. I can't Reverent Mantra that. Oh well. Fair enough. I should probably kill the Spirit Blossom now, huh? Land. Nice. So now we could Static Prison plus Sash. We could Static Prison plus Hold Up Unexpectedly Absent, which is maybe better. Goes down to 1. We can cast Phelia. Goes down to 0. We can blink the Static Prison after that. I like Static Prisoning here. Question is if I leave up Unexpectedly Absent for 0. I have to imagine my opponent's going to cast a spell, and my Sash isn't very good because my mana's pretty tied up. So I think I'm hoping that they just cast like a 2 or a 3 drop and I can just put it on the top of their deck. Yeah, this is exactly what we wanted. And no land drop. Oh, that's amazing. Look at this, chat. Look at this. Watch this. Not taking a damage off the desert. Let's go. Yeah, we're just gonna cast Phelia here. We have Forever Mantra to protect it as well. Sure. Elder Spirit Guide. Ewit. To get back the Toxic Deluge? Wow, that's actually kind of fucking annoying. If only I had cast a Lion Sash. Attack, flicker, static, prison. Trade, question mark? Play Sash? I could... Actually, I could play Sash, equip, attack. That plays around the Ewit trading. And then it also keeps the Sash alive. It's actually not bad. I kind of wanted to play the Vial, but... This makes them pay 4 life for the Deluge, and then we have a Sash as leftovers. Seems pretty good for me. They go down to 10. Question is if I want to Flicker Wisp this Arkham's Astrolabe or not. How worried am I about ending this game before this Static Prison comes offline? So in 2 turns, can I kill them? Could just play Stoneforge and use some Sashes. What does Stoneforge get here? Could be white card for Rever Mantra. So like Glimmerlands. Could be Torch, just to make sure that they die. A backup plan in case Sash can't cross the finish line. I don't hate that. Alright, we got Rever Mantra up. I think I can put shields down. I don't think I'm gonna get... Like, I can't get comboed here. In terms of graveyard stuff. I'm just wondering if I should eat my Blade Splicer. It's the only way to guarantee lethal, right? Is goes to 4, goes to 5, then have 6 in play. Yeah. Eldritch Evo Ravenous Squirrel. I'm scared. Just like a removal spell creature. Rex Sage, sure. Yeah, then we Reverent Mantra. Still got lens on, then I'd have lethal set up here. Okay, no, they just give up. Sounds good to me. Feeling pretty good here. 2 lands, we got 1 drop, no removal spells. Thalia is pretty awkward. I can't imagine Ocelot Pride is that good here. Maybe I'm supposed to mulligan this? I think I mulligan this. Ocelot Pride's not that good on the draw versus a deck that can easily just go like Mana Dork into anything. We have a lot of blanks in this hand. The 7's Rec has just been massively underperforming. Yeah, I'm happy to go to 6 here. Sounds a little bit better at least. Sash is a more reasonable 2-drop. Better 1-drop. Still no removal, but... I think I bought him Dungeoneer? Maybe that's insane. And I need something to like kill them, but I'm a little scared of being on the draw versus a deck that could feasibly have a lot of cheap creatures. River Mantra's back. Fun. River Mantra low-key just very good in this deck. That can just easily recoup card advantage all the time. Just free 0 mana. Protect Phelia. Oh dear. Well, good thing we have this Laron at least. Hopefully they don't go too crazy with the Skull Clamp yet. Good thing we have this Laron twice at least. Phelia into Laron here, looking hopefully good if we can get that far. They're definitely going to get some value first, though. No sack. It's nice for me. Hit him, I guess. Yep. Nothing I can do about that. Unfortunately, it means they can probably cast another card and then clamp it and then sack it to the Birthing Ritual. Even if it doesn't have 1 toughness. Maybe they'll just miss land drop and say go. Dang. Oh, well that works for me at least. Means they can't clamp. Unfortunately, it means they get to untap with this Fiend Artisan. But at least we can kill the Birthing Ritual and the Skull Clamp here. Unfortunately, it has to cost us either the Phelia or the Reverent Mantra. Presuming that they could sack the Arbor and then have a 3/3 Fiend Artisan. Yep. How do I want to do this? I could, like, play Urza Saga this turn and pitch cast Reverent Mantra, but I kind of like the Sash to try to check the Fiend Artisan in future turns, because I can't answer it right now. Do I just sack the attack, sack the Phelia to it? Fiend Artisan plus Stitcher's Player likely could, like, go and kill the Urza Saga at some point. I think I'm going to keep the Phelia alive. Although there's no... It's tough. Like, if we have the Phelia alive, then we're less likely to use the Urza Saga, right? Because we're going to, like, attacking, cracking clue tokens and stuff. It's gonna be hard to attack into this Fiend Artisan, but if they're just sitting on it, then they can't. You can always just attack and flicker it out. I think what I'm gonna do is just this. What did I decide? That I'm going to cast the Reverend Mantra. Okay. So we just pro black. It is funny, really funny that Reverend Mantra gives all creatures protection from the color of choice. Very bizarre old card in that regard. Alright. Took care of a bunch of their engines. They still do have Fiend Artisan, but Fiend Artisan is worse. They didn't miss a land drop, but they had to sack their land drop. They sacked their Dryad Arbor. Oh, Noxious Revival back. Birthing Ritual, huh? That's pretty terrifying. Although I guess I get to blow it up if they can't kill my Phelia or my Laron. Very funny using it to destroy an anime dead. That is kind of funny. Alright, sack supplier. Wait, how does that work? Okay, this triggers first, sure. So now we just have to suicide the Phelia into the giant Fiend Artisan to kill the Birthing Ritual a second time. I'm sorry, Phelia. It's for the greater good. And do I recast the Phelia here? I can play Vial plus activate Saga instead. I think I just recast the Phelia, honestly. Saga's kind of nice just going and getting my own Skull Clamp at the end of this. Although, not in the face of this Dauthi Voidwalker, I suppose. They should unban Hogak and let me have fun. Yeah, that card seems like a reasonable one to be on the ban list, I think. I think I'm okay with that one. We could get fucking what's it called? Soulguide Lantern. Stop this fucking Fiend Artisan from murdering me. This seems not bad here, huh? Go, doggo. Yeah, I'll activate. I think I just send it. Flicker my Novice Inspector. If they block, I can just sack the Soul Guide. What? What is happening? Cord for one? No thanks. I don't know what that's getting, but I don't want to see it. They should sack Dothy to play my Urza Saga. I'm sure that would go super well for them. Nothing could possibly go wrong on board with that plan. Oh no. They're actually gonna do it. Maybe they need land 3 for something. Maybe it's... they just need Lotus Petal, huh? I don't know their life. Yeah, I guess. I don't know what this card does. I don't really want to look at it, so... okay, they give up. We did it! Look! Our... our unofficial trophy. Can't believe we actually got the 4-1, losing once to my opponent having a literal negative life total.
Hey.
Daybreak owes me a trophy. I can't believe they would rob me like this. Anyway, this was just literally a 4-1, 5-0 without Daybreak, without the fucking Moto glitching out on me. I think our the only things we really discovered is I think 7's Rec sucks. It looked really bad all like it's just a 3-drop that you just almost never want to cast on turn 3, and these 3s are just so much better on curve. Just like a 3 that you can't curve Phelia into is just like not a card for this deck. As much as this card like looks pretty cool on paper and probably does have its moments and its matchups where it's like you're in a really grindy matchup where you do get back a real 3-drop and then later you flash it back for like 2 real cards and you get like a bunch of value out of it. It looks very impressive, but like I don't think you really need a card like that that is also actively like ow 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 ow, why did you got stabbed and lost my train of thought. Thank you.
You're welcome. She was knocking stuff off the desk.
You don't really need a card that like is good in those grindy late games because the deck is like just a grindy late game deck. You'd rather have cards that help you curve out. Journey Nowhere felt like pretty good. This like O-ring style effect targeting commanders in tandem with Phelia has felt pretty good. Parting Gust we cast once and it got Mana Tithe that didn't really do anything. Isolate showed up a couple of times and it was like relevant. It was awkward when we drew it versus the Marchesa deck, but it didn't end up mattering because we just killed the Marchesa deck. But I think I'm pretty happy with like trying these 3 cards out more, and I'll probably very quickly cut 7's Rec for basically any other card. But yeah, pretty happy with these results. Think Phelia is really cracked. If you are looking to try Dual Commander, I think I like heavily recommend this deck. Been on a real nasty tear with it. Over 19-1 or 20-0. No, that's not true. I 3-2 to league between my like 2nd and 3rd trophy or something, but we're 3 trophies and 1 you tried Gold Star trophy this league. But anyway, let's go find someone to host. And hopefully, the next time I see you all, there will be at least 1 less card in the Legacy format, huh? Who the fuck is streaming?
At 11:30.
At 11:30 on a Tuesday. The same people that are always streaming. System Magic and Matt Grenier. Grenier? just host Matt. I like Matt. He's usually one of the people I throw to at the end of a stream. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching. As always, if you want to support the channel, you can follow me here, follow me on Twitter, subscribe on the YouTube channel where all these VODs go afterwards. As I desperately try to find the raid button. There we go. And we'll be back on Monday, post-ban announcement. I'll be streaming, unless if the unthinkable happens, if hell freezes over, then for obvious reasons I will not stream on Monday. I will be in mourning instead, but quite unlikely. So we'll be back likely on Monday for a celebration stream. We'll be playing some Death and Taxes, some other decks I got cooking up. Been wanting to try out some things, but not wanting to play Legacy at all. So I'm looking forward to trying them later. In this upcoming Legacy format, we get to start testing for Eternal Weekend coming up in like 3 months. Jeez. Life comes at you fast. But anyway, I will see you all then. Have a good rest of your week.
You gotta look at Discord.
Why?
Because cat and dog were being besties for like an hour.
Oh, okay. I thought there was something bad happening.
Oh no. It's just, for some reason, cat refused to leave dog.